Oké, üdvözlök mindenkitől itt az ELEX végigjátszásában. Folytassuk is ott, ahol abba hagytuk. Ugye nagy döntéshez érkeztünk, faction kell választani, mert ha jól rémlik nem nagyon maradtak küldetéseink. 22-es szintűek vagyunk. Companions, ez van csak. De ez nem mutat semmit nekünk. Tehát ezt nem tudjuk egyenlőre megcsinálni. De nem is fogjuk tudni. Ignodom be ezt a kettőt, meg nem tudom kinyitni a szekrényt, meg itt lopni kellene, azt sem tudom. Még azt akarom megnézni egyébként, hogy itt a Duke nem ad valami küldetést nekünk. Beszéljünk vele. Mentsünk.
Talk is cheap. Get out there and get me profits.
Semmi se. Úgyhogy mennyi pekunk van? Na, mert én valószínűleg a Berserkerekhez fogok csatlakozni, úgyhogy itt még ameddig tudunk, most veszünk gránátot, mert náluk nem lehet lesz venni. Úgyhogy veszünk ott a granátét. Mert utána már nem fogunk tudni venni. Ezeket is szívesen csatlakoznék egyébként. But of course!
But of course.
Nice. De egy 45 healing potival, meg hány granáténk van? De arra kíváncsi vagyok. Na, az a weaponben van. 30 azért, na. Érted? Na akkor menjünk vissza. Menjünk vissza egy történelmi pillanat. Azért nem semmi, hogy lassan, hát 28 rész van a gépemben, itt is van 20 fel, majdnem 45 órája játszok a játékkal, úgyhogy most tudok csatlakozni egy frakcióhoz. Nem semmi. I'm just saying. Very good. Megalszunk először is. Nem ott, ott alszunk meg. Na, ennek csinálunk egy külön mentést.
am ready to join the Berserkers.
You have recognized the value of our people. Once you have made your pledge, you will be expected to stand by it. Clerics, elves, outlaws, all will see you as one of us from this point.
I'm ready to make my pledge.
And so it shall be.
2500 kapitel.
Honor, with faith, with hope. You tie your blood to the soils of Magalan, our mother planet, and pledge to rebuild her as she was.
2700
It
experience.
has been many years since the first Berserkers settled in this place. We found protection and a future for our kind in the ruins of the old world. From here, we have regrown a world that came before even that. From desert, from dead rock, we have brought back life. With our magic, we have held back those who see our future as one dominated by machines. We have stood against the forces of Zekor. We have struck down the converter they built on our land. But none of us can achieve this alone. None can stand alone. We must stand together.
Jaj, de nagyon nagy beszéd ez.
To accept another member into our community. He came to us as a stranger. Now he stands in our midst, having earned the right to become one of us. The law of the Berserkers will guide him from this day. We are the Fellowship of Magic and of Warriors. And we welcome you to our number.
Elnyert trófea kultivátor, Berserker Learn, Berserker plusz egy Nyuren kultivátor. Welcome to Berserker. You now have access to... You now have access to all special Berserker skills. Okay. Pick Magical Fist of Fire. Magical Fist of Fire receive.
You shouldn't rely on machines.
Equipeljük. Nem kell nekünk most már annyi. Wow. Na nincs külding. Gyerekek. Küldéket kell újra felszedni?
What do I have to do to be promoted?
Listen, friend. Most people who have achieved the rank of warrior worked hard for it. It could take years until you are ready for that step.
Don't compare me to the rest of the failures.
Show more respect. Or do you want your stay here to be short? The only way to get early promotion would be to get all warlords to agree to that. Each of us have our own beliefs and requirements, and sometimes they will come into conflict. Until then, you will carry out your duties as a cultivator. Ultimately, we can't leave the fields to themselves. Prove yourself capable of following orders. And if you inspire others to speak for you, this may help persuade the warlords to give you their pledge. There are many who seek promotion, and you must show you are worthy of that honor.
Mission.
About my promotion to warrior. Will you give me your pledge?
I will, if you can prove your loyalty and usefulness. You can start by finding Gunnar for me. He is in the Valley of the Damned. Tell him I need him for a special task. He is to return to Goliath immediately.
I could do the task for you.
I have given you my instructions. Carry them out and find Gunnar. He earned the rank of Paladin, and I hope he can prove his loyalty if he returns to Goliath. I am certain he can prove that he has served his sentence and is ready to return. So go. Bring him back for me.
Where in the valley?
Tehát mivel 15-ös szintek vagyunk, már promótálni tudnánk?
Report to the ruins below the lift in the valley. I admit we have been lax in checking of late. We
De
just
most
haven't had
küldetéseket
the
akarok
people to
csinálni.
spare to keep a proper eye on the exile.
Nice.
May the pilgrim guide your steps.
Interesting. Mivel 15-ös szintű vagyok, már tudnám az előreléptetést megcsinálni.
Ah, I see we have a new cultivator. An honorable and worthy rank. Did Ragnar tell you your duties as a cultivator?
No.
Very well. Then I will explain them to you. All berserkers must begin in the fields. All must grow from the seed to understand who they are. Tend to the plants, work the soil, and as you watch Magaland grow, so you will see yourself prosper. All our crops are needed, but the welfare of the seedlings will be your top priority. Report to Born. He's the overseer in the seedling fields. He'll be happy to gain another helping hand. He'll instruct you further.
Teach me something.
Sure.
Jó. El akarok menni a kovácshoz.
You know technology is forbidden by law here.
Kurvára nem érdekel. Most már tudunk mágiázni.
I'd like to trade.
Pick your armor, choose your weapon, and we can trade.
19.200. Te. No. Hát ide kerültünk. Berserker, Berserkur. Milyen küldetéseink lettek itten? Mindjárt beszélünk majd Bornnal.
I see you've become one of us. I hope it's a sign you are winning your struggle. Stay strong. Resist the ELEX. Leave your past behind.
Ez nem ad küldetést. Szarik rám. Vannak a többi lordok.
You're responsible for overseeing.
Good day to you.
What's that?
Why do you think you're losing the war?
You've seen the enemy? Outraiders? Cleric mechs? Guns? We are the guardians of Magalan. It's our duty to win this war. Why does it matter how we win it? It's winning and choosing what we do afterwards that counts.
And how do you want to win?
In a fair fight, not with swords and superstition against energy weapons. If we've crossed the line and are prepared to kill a man, why question the way he was killed? Better to give up some of our principles than ask our warriors to give up their lives. So you're responsible for all the ELEX technology in Golia?
See you later.
Well, well. We'll never find out, will we?
He's been bothering me with that for days now.
Look! Some idiot let this guy become one of us. Lucky for us, too. We need warriors after the battle at the Converter. And with a punch like yours, well, I'm glad we've got you on our side. Here, it's on the house. Welcome to the Berserkers.
Aha.
Don't listen to those sorts of comments.
Oh, you joined us. Welcome. But don't think you'll get a discount.
A sört küldíthe. Jó, keressük meg ezt a csákót, csináljunk egy pár küldit, ami elérhető.
These guys have magic, and what do they do with it? Stand in the water, gardening. What a waste.
Cormac sent me.
Ah, so
Kate's
you're the new
experience.
Yes.
Good, good. Welcome. The seedling fields are the heart of everything we do here. The world heart of it all. And spending time with the soil is a good way to learn who you are. You were sent to me to help on the seedling fields, right?
Yes, it was.
Good, good. Then we can get on. We have a real problem with weeds in the seedling fields. Growler root. If it takes hold again, we could lose the whole crop of seedlings. So I need you to remove it. All of it. Look for the weeds around the small waterfalls between the fields and rip them out. Make sure you get them all. And listen carefully. Take them directly to the trash pile to be burned. I don't want their seeds spreading anywhere else.
Cultivator duties.
Damn technology! Take it to the pit!
Hogyne? Jaj, neked kell. Gauliát rútokat. Komolyan ilyeneket kell csinálnunk, hallod? Beszarás. Ezek nem bírják kihúzni amúgy? Kérdem. Leszakadna a cseppkezük? farmerkodjunk, he. Száz XP, bazd meg.
I have the weeds from the seedling fields.
What do you mean you have the weeds?
I pulled out all the weeds around the waterfalls as you wanted.
And you brought them here? I love plants, but growler root? I wish the comet had burned every last one from the planet. Take it away from here for burning. Now.
Yes.
Directly to the trash pile. Directly. I don't want those weeds shedding seeds anywhere near here. The heap is on the left side of the cultivator house. Please take the weeds and put them on the pile there so they can be burned. With your knowledge of plants, I think it's best that you stay away from the field from now on.
That's the growler root dealt with.
Száz experience.
I put the weeds in the trash pile.
Oh, good, good, thank you. If only removing them all were so simple. Hard stuff. One day, I hope we develop magic that will let us burn every last growler root from the ground. Here, success should be rewarded. If I ever need any help again, I will be sure to let you know.
Teach me something.
Yeah, will do.
Hát ez nagy kaland volt. Mit nem mondjak? Grim. Még Angrimhoz is felveszünk küldit. Már itt vagyunk. És lökök a tűzre. Amúgy már mehetnénk.
I'm glad you decided to join us. You will be a valuable addition to our ranks. Don't let me keep you from your duties as a cultivator. I know you must have much to do. I don't intend to be a cultivator for long. Ambition is nothing without action. Prove yourself, and promotion will follow. And that it must be our duty to protect it. Learn those lessons, and you will get my pledge. Tell me what I must do. My task is simple enough. I'm worried that Goliath's Master of Duties may have forgotten his duty. The taxes Zerwas has collected recently have been lower than would be expected. I hope there's a reason for this, but I fear he may be lining his own pockets. Follow him. Discover if all the shards he collects are being paid over to me. Do that, and I will give you my pledge towards your promotion. All one. launch, Zerwas. Good. He should be beginning his rounds any time now. Get close to him, but be inconspicuous. I need you to eavesdrop on his conversations until he returns to me. But do it without raising suspicion. And listen well. I want to find out once and for all if he is cheating me. Consider it done. Then go. Let duty follow.
Mission for the community. Mentsünk.
You shouldn't rely on machines.
Nem van zervos. Ott van-e?
Dorian!
Zerwas! How much is it this week?
100 per person. Times are hard.
Harder when you're at this end of the collection than yours.
You think I'm exempt from paying tax?
You tell me.
There are 3 of you, right? That'll be 300 shards.
300? Used to be half that.
And the Alps used to stay in the snow and ice and leave us alone.
The Alps don't charge me taxes.
What do you want, Zerwas?
Only what's due under the law.
I don't remember Amric's teaching screwing berserkers out of 100 shards a week.
Then you should thank the Pilgrim you don't have to sit through reading Amric's thoughts on economics.
Is anything sacred to you?
Pedig el a csávót. Hova megy a te?
Henrik, I've been told you want to join the Icing Clan.
Yes? Did Angrim send you?
Yes, he did. He asked me to give him my personal opinion about you.
And you spoke in my favor?
I will say, Henrik is a man of good financial understanding. Or at least, I will, if we can come to a good financial understanding.
200's all I've got.
Then 200 thank yous it is. And welcome to the Eisen clan. I will return to Angrim with your recommendation straight away.
Meddig kell még ezt hallgatolózni? Nem jó klánhoz csatlakoztam. Tudvát szedni, hát. Faszom, hogy értek meg.
Zerwas, you collected those outstanding taxes?
All 400 shards. Oh, and Henrik accepted your request to join the Eisel clan. He says he's delighted.
I'm glad to hear it. 400 shards. That covers all the payments?
Yes, we're up to date now.
As you say. Thank you. You may go. Zerwas has returned and given me the money he collected. He said he collected 400 shards. Is that all he collected? Or has he tried to cheat me?
Mennyit szedett össze, bazd meg?
He lied. He collected more than 400 shards.
To steal is bad enough. But to betray when you have been given a trusted office, justice must follow. Justice must be done. You have carried out the task that was given to you. I must see that Zerwas faces judgment. Come back in a day's time, and you will have my pledge.
Alright, what will happen to Zerwas?
That depends entirely on you. You owe me a favor from speaking up when you wish to join the Berserkers. I am calling in that favor. Will you keep your word?
I'll keep my word.
Good. A man's word is important. It's not an easy thing I ask. I want Zerwas dead.
Does Zerwas have to die?
Duty Master is one of the most trusted tasks in Goliath. I put my faith in Zerwas, and in return he betrayed us all for his personal gain. If he left to join the Outlaws, that would have been more honest. I didn't choose his fate for him. He knew the risk when he decided to steal, and he took that choice. I have sent Zerwas to complete a task. Follow him out beyond our walls and kill him. Justice must be met, but this time it must be done in silence. No one can know of his betrayal. Serve the law. Kill Zerwas and return here when the deed is done.
Hoppácska, na. Mit kell csinálni?
So, that creature's down to me, is it?
Na, végre valami értelmes dolog is történik. Csak ezzel a mágiával az a baj. Hogy ez a lötyit is be kéne rakni.
So, that creature's down to me, is it?
Hát ettől a mágiától nem estem hanyatt.
Are you here to pay clan tax? If not, you have the wrong person.
Sorry. But it has to be done. It has to be done. Megáll itt előttem, hát. Hülyéje. A hülyéje.
Serwas is dead. You have shown strength and trust. Your debt to me is paid in full. For my part, I will give you my pledge if you ask Ragnar for a promotion. And I thank you for standing by your word. That speaks loudly in your favor. Heed the laws. That's all we ask.
500 XP. Ha. Ha. Ha nem sod. Az be ez az ELEX drink. 2 attribute pontot ad. De jobb az meg, hogy még egy izé sincs ott közelbe. Egy teleporter. Az mi?
So, that creature's down to me, is it?
Nice.
So, that creature's down to me, is it?
Good. Tehát levertük, mint jégartát. Nagyon faszom ezt a... Elég kerülőúton járunk, de mindegy.
You know, it's places like this that almost make you forget what a shitbag of a planet we live on.
Nice. Ott vannak fent.
Can we get the fuck out of here?
Öntsünk egyet.
This must be Gunner. This must be Gunner. The poor bastard dragged himself here with his last strength and succumbed to his injuries. I'll have to inform Ragnar.
So, that creature's down to me, is it?
Azt levertük. Igen, itt már egyszer jártunk. Na jó. Menjünk, informáljuk Csákót. Ég ez a tűz, hogy mi van ebben? Hát nem igazán, a picsába. A picsába. Na.
About my promotion to warrior. Gunner can't help you anymore.
Why? What is wrong with him?
I found his corpse in the valley.
Of all the people, I would not have expected him to find his death there. A waste of a good man. Thank you for bringing me this news. You have earned my pledge.
About my promotion to warrior. Angram has given me his pledge.
Winning Angram over cannot have been easy. It seems you are earning a place here.
Nice. Innen fogjuk majd folytatni, gyermekeim. Kérdés, hogy van-e még itt mit időmbe? Cultivators. Kormak. Beszéljünk kormakkal.
I removed the weeds.
Excellent. That will stop a lot of complaints from the cultivators.
Tell me, do you want to serve as a cultivator, or do you have other ambitions?
Normally, a berserker has to work on the fields for some time before promotion. But we need more warriors. You could do good work here, but I feel you aren't the type to give your life to the soil. So, tell me, what are your ambitions?
Will you recommend me for a promotion?
I've heard of your kindness to Eardor, that you arranged to get supplies for him. Normally, such an act of kindness would be praised, but instead he is suffering from extreme diarrhea. Caldrum has prepared some healing herbs. If you want to make good on your intention, then collect them and take them to Eardor. That's the only way you will have my pledge.
Okay. Settling the Stomachos küldével, majd megszerezzük a pledge-et. Következő részbe. Most mentünk egyet. Egy remek részen vagyunk túl. Én azt gondolom, remélem élveztétek. Én nagyon. Köszönöm szépen, hogy itt voltatok velem. Sziasztok!